Hello guys, you're welcome once more to NPH. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. Do well to hit the subscribe button and share the link of the channel to someone out there. So we have a question on the board that says we should rationalize 1 over what with cube root of what 3. Okay, it's actually a simple one, but if you're not experienced, it can take you off balance. Alright, so the basic idea when we say rationalize, alright, if we have 1 over what square root of a, you want to remove the square root or radical sign at the denominator by multiplying what? This denominator by still this, okay, and the numerator by this. We're going to have 1 times this, which is what root a. Now for this time this, we are going to have a, okay? So the idea is you want to multiply the numerator and denominator by what? The conjugate of this, which is still this, okay, and also multiplying it by this, okay. Now for this, what do we do? We have 1 over what? Cube root of what? 3. So we are going to multiply by what? The conjugate, okay, and the conjugate, okay, such that we want to have what? A value here, let me call that value, okay, the conjugate, because 1 times the conjugate is going to give us the conjugate, okay. So this time they should give us what we have inside here, which is what? 3. So this is the basic idea of what, rationalizing this where we have to multiply, the numerator by the conjugate and the denominator by the conjugate. But by the time we multiply this by the conjugate, we should be left with 3. Okay. So what conjugate are we going to use to multiply this to have 3? That is what we want to look for, all right, before we can solve the problem. Let's take what we have, at the whole denominator to solve for the conjugate. So I have the cube root of what? 3 multiplied by what? The conjugate, okay, to give us what? 3. Okay. So remember 3 is still 3 raised to the power of 1, alright? Now how do I find the conjugate? I want to divide both sides by this. So it means I'm going to divide this by what? Cube root of what? 3. So I'm also going to divide this by the cube root of what? 3. Okay? So this is going to give us, this is 3 raised to the power of 1 divided. Now for this, we can write this as 3 raised to the power of what? 1/3. Okay? Cube root also means power of what? 1/3. If you have watched some of my previous videos, you must have what come across that. Okay, so let's see what that is going to give us. Remember, this is going to cancel this, so we are left with the conjugate. So the conjugate is going to be this. Okay, so let's solve this and see what that gives us. All right, so our conjugate, remember, is this. So my conjugate is what? 3 raised to the power of 1 divided by what? 3 raised to the power of 1/3. Now, if you look at this, you can observe something that you can apply, the law of what? Indices. Okay? And what law of indices can we apply? We can apply division law of indices such that if I have the same basis and we are dividing, we can subtract parts. So this is going to be our big one of this. So we have what? 1 minus what? We have 1/3. Okay, so 1 minus 1/3 is going to give us what? Okay, 1 here means 1 over 1 minus, okay, we have 1 over 3. So this we can simply solve using cross multiplication method. So this will times this, we have is 3 minus this will times this, we have is 1 divided by this will times this, which we have as 3 because 1 times 3 is 3. So 3 minus 1 is what? 2. So we have this as 2 over 3. So the conjugate is now actually what? 3 whole number, what? 2 over what? 3. Okay? I can also write this as what? You can also write it as 3 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by what? 1/3. Okay? Because 2 times 1/3 is still 2 over 3. Okay? So what becomes the conjugate? Remember, 3 raised to the power of 2 is also 9. Alright. So I want to bring the conjugate here. Okay. Let me bring the conjugate here. That's what I've got it. We have 3 raised to the power of what? 2 in bracket 1 third. And the denominator we have 3 raised to the power of 2 in bracket what? 1 third. Okay. So 1 times this is going to give us what? Okay, 3 raised to the power of 2 is still what? Okay, let's write it as 3 raised to the power of 2 in bracket what? 1 third. Okay. So with this, we can now have, okay, 3 square is what? Is 9. So we have 9 raised to the power of 1 third divided by what? 3. Okay. And this we can further write as what? The cube root of what? 9 divided by what? 3. So that gives us our answer to this simple problem. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Hit the like button. Do well to share the link of the channel to somebody out there. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.